Greetings. This is Justin Allen, the Elite Nurse Practitioner. Welcome to the Elite Nurse Practitioner Show, a podcast dedicated to nurse practitioner entrepreneurism and achieving financial freedom, where I talk directly with nurse practitioners who need help. Listen up, our market is saturated. Jobs can be scarce. We are underpaid. We are undervalued. We are taken advantage of by the sharks within the healthcare system, and frankly, screw that. I'm sick of it, and it's time for a change. And listen, I'm here to help make that happen. We are powerful. We can forge a path where we are in control of our career and ultimately our financial and personal well-being. You do not need to submit to healthcare administrators and your doctor overlords. You do not have to take a measly salary. You do not have to work 50 to 60 hours a week. There is a different way, and I'm here to show you that path. This podcast is raw and unfiltered. I have not talked to the nurse practitioners in this podcast prior to the call outside of an email exchange to schedule the episode. What you're about to listen to is a consultation session between a nurse practitioner and myself. It is real, it is unscripted, it is unplanned, and I have no idea what we're going to talk about. Anything and everything can happen during our conversation. The nurse practitioners in these episodes are struggling with an issue in their professional or financial life, and they have reached out to me for help. My goal is to help the nurse practitioner with actionable advice that will enhance and improve their professional, business, and financial life. My other goal is to hopefully help my nurse practitioner sisters and brothers build a more productive, powerful, and free life. So I hope the content and information within these podcast episodes does just that. All right, onto the episode. Hello, everyone. Today we'll be talking to Amanda, who is a family nurse practitioner. Currently, she's working part-time at an urgent care and is also doing 1099 work on reservation. She recently started a practice where she focuses on weight loss, hormone replacement therapy, and vitamin injections. She's needing help with promoting and marketing her practice and pricing her services for success. Hey, Amanda, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Hey, doing good. Thanks for hopping on here. So, tell us about yourself. How long have you been a nurse practitioner for, and what sorts of things you've been up to?
Yeah, so I've been in the medical field for 13 years. I started off obviously as a nurse, and then I've been a nurse practitioner for the past 5 years. I'm from the Killeen, Fort Hood area, so I've lived everywhere. I'm an Army brat. And then I moved up to the North Texas area 20 years ago, and that's where, I got my bachelor's from UTA. Basically, I'm just in this process. I have 4 different jobs because I still work 2 PRN jobs as a nurse occasionally in the hospital at night. Definitely, I've always known when I became a nurse practitioner, especially after my first job, that, I couldn't work we were seeing 40 patients a day in a primary care. Plus, there was walk-in. So it was crazy. Work 5 days a week, even a 6th day, I would go in half a day on a Saturday. So I knew, definitely me being in primary was not what I wanted to do forever. And then, obviously moving around to make the income, which is why I was trying to do some 1099 work out of state. But I've always wanted to have my own practice. So, I launched that in September of last year.
Okay. Yeah, the urgent care hustle is exhausting, isn't it?
Yeah. And, it's crazy actually, because the one that I work in now, it's a newer clinic for the doctor. He has 3. But to be honest with you, and I've been with him for a year, when he hired me, I'm making what I make as a nurse of 13 years of experience. And he told me he couldn't pay me what I asked, which is like in the 60 range. Because
$60 an hour?
Yeah.
Oh, he's full of shit.
I know. And he told me because the clinic was a new clinic, and I refused to float because I wasn't going to be full time. So I wasn't going to drive an hour to his other clinics, whatever. And he basically told me that he couldn't pay me like at least what I was asking for a year ago, because his current clinic that I was going to be the sole provider for was brand new. They weren't breaking even and yada, yada, yada. And so I was like, that's fine. The only reason why I needed a job anyway for Texas is because, Texas is not a full practice state. I needed a supervising physician because when I go out and do my locums, I'm on governmental places, so I really don't have to have a supervising. So my DEA was up for renewal. So basically I was like, I got to get a job here in Texas. So that's when I did that, and I gave him like 1 day a week, 2 days. Unfortunately, now a bunch of people have quit. There's some other things going on, like with management and everything. A lot of the providers, new providers, brand new, being run ragged at the other clinics, and they're quitting because he offers them only salary, no pay for procedures, nothing. And so I knew that from the get go. I wasn't going to get into all that because I hate to say it, I was a doctor's bitch before, when I first started. And so I knew right away these poor, like I would never be a brand new nurse practitioner as a sole provider in an urgent care clinic. And so of course, two of them really struggled. I mean, so he's lost all these providers. He came to me the other day and was like, okay, can you commit to 3 days a week? Even though he knows I have a side thing. Like he already knows I was doing 10 and 9, and I just kind of felt like I had to come and tell him, even though I probably now I'm regretting it, but that I was starting my own thing. And he was just like, well, that's cool. There's enough patients to go around. I'm okay with that. And he's like, oh yeah, I can offer you $5 more. That's basically what he asked me. And I was like, I know.
So generous. Thank you.
I know. And so I was like, no, because, my kids, my oldest is a 9th grader. He's going to be going into 10th next year. But I have two of my children that will need to be dropped off and picked up from school. And so starting next year. And so I was already in the process of thinking, okay, I might only do an urgent care day on a weekend. But I was like, is this guy, he really wants to only give me $5 more extra, but work more for him. But to be honest with you, the urgent care job I'm at is very cush. It's so slow. Like, so I hate to say it, but no, I'm not going to say it out loud. I look at, that's when I, listen to the Elite podcast. It's just definitely not something I can be full time with. I'm trying to develop my own business and obviously be able to just work for myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least you come to these realizations, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many nurse practitioners work till 60, 65 years old, being a doctor's bitch their entire career.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw all that. So, okay, well, good for you. All right. So you're going to maintain your job here for a while. I'm assuming the job kind of just pays for your everyday kind of life.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So you'll maintain that for a time being. You said you did some 1099 work, like going to work on some Indian reservations. Are you planning on still continuing to do that, or is that kind of just on hold right now?
Well, so the current contract that my company had actually just lost the contract because unfortunately, I guess governments can just decide to drop them. And I hated going out of state, to be honest with you. I actually am trying to look now for something locum because my kids, especially my daughter, she's 13, I need to be home. So it kind of worked out in a way. But as far as 1099, I mean, like I have my own, Amanda PLC, right? So I do any 1099 through that. So basically I had two PLCs, my current Revive Me Healthcare, which is my business, and then plus my separate 1099 that I was running through all the locums and stuff. So no, I don't want to keep going out of state. I mean, it's nice that the states I've picked or gone to don't have state taxes, but no, I need to stay home. And so yes, with your other question, when you asked me, my current job is to pay for day-to-day things. Yes. However, when I started my practice, from all the locum work, I had a business savings. And that's how I was like, okay, I'm going to invest 1 year into myself to start this business, which I'm like 6 months in now. And now I'm still, obviously, I need to get to where I don't burn through my savings, my business savings.
So the money that you used to invest in the business was the money that you were making as a 1099?
Yes. And okay, so basically, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So smart girl, that's what you should do, right? Like that's all tax-free money. Use it to, use it on write-offs, right? Start a business with it, right? Yeah. So that's super, super smart. Anyone listening to this, if you want to start a business debt-free, go find a 1099 job. and have it pay the LLC or PLLC or whatever it is that you're going to operate your practice under, and just have it pay that, and then use that money to start the business. Like, it's all tax free. Yeah, and that's what I did. That's super smart. So, yeah. So well done with that. All right,
But
yeah.
the problem is I basically took 10K to start it of my own money. But then I also was like, okay, I don't want to get a loan, a small business loan or whatever. So I actually ended up getting, that's when I got on the Elite Facebook group, and started asking, hey, what business credit cards do y'all have? And I got approved for one through Chase, where it's like that. It's like a free money one where after you get so many points, you can just cash the money back into the account if you want. And so I got a pretty high limit on it. But now, I have 8K of that. And every time I, for example, order meds for a patient, I go back and pay that off right away, right?
Good.
From the money that they've given me. But now, my lease is up in my current location in the end of July, which I'm paying. It's a good price, but I guess I'll have to go into that when you ask me. But my lease is supposed to be up. I need a bigger space, but I need to now bring in more income, generate more income so I can pay off or work on paying down more of that debt. And so that's why I really needed the help with figuring out this marketing thing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, tell me about your business.
Yeah. So basically, of course, myself included, I've lost almost 50 pounds on semaglutide, but that was way before it came out as Wegovy. Through that, I did everything myself to lose weight. I could never lose. I tried all the fad diets, tried everything. And finally, I realized it was an addictive issue with my mind, got on several medications to help with that. So I basically took all of my knowledge and plus being told by, personal trainers, hey, you just don't want it enough, or hey, eat 5 meals a day. I've kind of like customized it. So each individual that I see, I try to meet them at their level because not one size fits everybody. So I know how it felt to be a nurse practitioner and say, okay, do I have $1,000 to put in on this medicine? That's like $40 a week? Can I do that? So I've become really passionate because it's changed my life to have lost so much weight. I'm 5'3" and I got up to like 200 pounds, and it's just due to all that stress from being a primary care provider. I was drinking liquor every night, and so that's why I started the weight loss. Plus the hormones, I'm 40. That also had a lot to do with it, with hormones changing, and to help me with the weight loss. So definitely, that's basically what I started.
Yeah. Okay. Well, are you doing predominantly just weight loss and hormone replacement therapy? Is that kind of like, walk me through your services here? It seems like you offer about three main services. Break it down to me with percentages on your income. But before we get to that, you started this practice when?
In September of 2024.
Yeah. Okay. And so we're recording this in February of 25.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been open for about 6 months, give or take.
Yes.
And what are you generating a month gross?
Oof. So
just last month.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I don't even think I would say I really generated, because everything kind of, I guess what I'm saying is for February, actually, this first month of February was the first time I could just pay the rent myself. Right. And of course, I have a supervising. So I look at my cost expenses as my rent, which is only $1,000. However, it's only literally a suite. Right. Then go ahead.
I was going to say, okay, how much money did you bring in just before expenses and everything last month?
Let me look. $1,500.
$1,500. So business is slow.
Oh yeah.
Business is slow. Okay. And you are in a somewhat saturated area?
I would say so, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
DFW is saturated. However, the issue is I feel it's my location. I'm in a historic building, but it's downtown. Like, it's on a main street. So promoting is hard. And because it's a suite.
Is parking
Go
a
ahead.
pain in the ass?
So we have parking in the back of the building, but we do have where people can park on the side of the road. Um,
Yeah, but I mean, I live in a downtown area right now, and I
mhm.
know parking can be kind of a bitch. Like, is parking a pain in the ass, or is it
I,
convenient?
no, it's not convenient.
It's not convenient. Okay, so my first piece of advice to you would be move.
Yeah, and that's what I'm wanting to do when this lease is over.
Okay, okay, all right, okay. So you got that plan. Okay, so back to my original question here. So you offer weight loss, HRT, and vitamin injections, basically.
Yeah, and then I also
Where's
do. Oh, go ahead.
well, and what else do you offer?
So I also do, some primary stuff like I still draw blood for if anybody wants a wellness thing. I do telemedicine, sick visits. I also do in-person sick visits. So I've been doing these smaller things to at least keep afloat.
Sure.
So yeah, and then the preventative stuff, obviously, I mean, if someone is a physical, because I'm all cash based anyway, right? So just the simple smaller things I offer as well. But a lot of people don't know due to my urgent care background, you know, I still tell them I have on my website, like if they have these acute sick needs, that they can contact me for that. So, but basically, yeah, the main thing that the niches that we're sticking with was the weight loss and hormones.
Right. Okay. So would you say about 50% of your income's coming from either one of those estimated?
So I knew you were going to ask me this, and I went back and looked at how many patients I've seen. So I have a total of 36 patients that I physically have seen. Only 11 of them right now are continuing patients with,
Okay.
yeah, so two of them are hormones and the other remaining are all weight loss.
Okay. Do you have any competition in the town that you're in?
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
not near me, not near me. My biggest issue is so I tried this whole advertising stuff. I lost like 1,500 to Google ads. I even paid another $300 to a marketing company to fix my Google. And the original person that when I set up Google, it was through a Google ad person, and he got me flagged right away because he freaking threw in all these keywords of like testosterone and everything.
Yeah.
So it was a big mess. So when I hired this company to fix it, she had to, it takes forever to reach these people. They don't respond back, whatever. And so she created a whole different thing for me. However, it still wasn't, I could tell by talking with her, she didn't even know what to do. I thought I was hiring somebody that could go
Uh,
in and really do it.
okay. Lesson learned. Most marketers don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
They just call themselves a marketer and they do it, right?
I know. And
Most marketers are completely useless. Okay, so you don't need a marketer here, okay? All right, let's just talk about the basics here, the foundations first and foremost, because it sounds like your issue is patience. You're not getting patients.
mhm,
That's your issue,
yes,
right? Like you're just not getting customers. So this is a marketing problem. And so let's just start from the foundation of it all. Is your website nice?
yes,
Is it straight to the point?
yes.
When someone lands on your website, your homepage, they land on it. It is obvious that you do weight loss or hormone replacement therapy. They will know that
Uh,
within 5 seconds.
uh, well, they'll scroll down and see it in the center, all of the services I
No, no, no,
offer.
no. 5 seconds.
Uh,
As soon as they land on your site, as soon as they land on your site, they need to know exactly what it is that you do.
no,
At,
I guess I
okay.
need to change. I put welcome, revitalize your health, and right underneath, I put compassionate care that is personalized for you. I guess I should just change that.
That don't mean a damn thing.
I
Okay.
guess I
Like
need to change that.
what the hell does that mean? Okay. Compassionate. Okay. Yeah. That doesn't mean a damn thing. Okay. You need to just put revitalize health, weight loss, and hormone replacement therapy. Spell
Okay,
it out.
I'm
They
I'm
land,
taking notes.
yeah, okay. They land on your website and they need to know what it is that you do immediately. People
Okay,
are lazy. Okay. Do not give a customer a job to figure out what it is that you do because they don't care what you do, who you are. They don't care. Okay. They're not going to go scrolling around your site trying to figure out what it is that you do. They need to know what it is that you do immediately. Okay. So you either change the name of your business. It's called Revitalize Health.
No, Revive Me Healthcare.
Revise Me. Okay. Revise Me Healthcare.
No, revive. Like I'm going to revive someone when I'm
Oh,
in
revive.
depressions.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. All right. So revive. Okay. Revive me.
Revitalize is the main sentence. It says, welcome, revitalize your health. But no, the big company name in the center, it says Revive Me. Like I'm reviving you.
Okay. Revive Me. That's the name of your business.
Yes.
Okay.
Revive Me Healthcare.
Okay. Revive. Okay. Get rid of the healthcare. You don't have to change your LLC, PLLC. Okay. Don't worry about all that. Just do the DBA. Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't register it. Don't worry about any of that nonsense. Just fucking change it on your website. Okay. And change it on your Google business listing. Don't worry about changing the name legally. That doesn't matter. Okay. Makes no difference. Makes no difference. Okay. As long as the name of your PLLC or whatever is at the bottom, and as long as your patient forms, consent forms, whatever, have the actual name of your PLLC, that's all that matters. Okay. But from a marketing standpoint, from an advertising standpoint, that doesn't matter. Okay. So you change the name of your business. Revive Me, weight loss and hormone replacement therapy clinic.
Okay. Weight loss. Okay.
Yes. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Or you could put weight loss and hormone replacement therapy wellness clinic or whatever. Okay. But just, it needs to say weight loss and hormone replacement therapy. Boom. So they immediately know what you do. Okay. On your Google business listing, you get in there and you change it. It says Revive Me, weight loss and hormone replacement therapy.
Okay.
There is zero question what you do. Because when someone looks up weight loss in your area and they see your clinic, they see Revive Me Healthcare. Fuck is that? Okay. All right. You just lost 50% of people. They're not even going to bother clicking on you because they're going to scroll right down to the next one that says weight loss clinic. Okay. If they click on you and they go to your website, Revive Me Healthcare, compassionate care, blah, blah, blah. What the hell is this? You just lost another 50%. All right. And then you have basically, maybe 5% of people who ever looked at your business might actually scroll down to see what it is you do. Okay. So you're basically just stabbing yourself in the back right from the start. Okay. This little simple change will immediately give you more patients. Just doing that alone. And that costs nothing.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you do that. You can do that literally as soon as you get off this call. It'll take you 10 minutes. All right. And then your website, and then you just flush it out. Okay. Your homepage needs to talk about what it is that you do. Boom. So they scroll down, weight loss services offering semaglutide, tirzepatide, Contrary, phentermine, whatever. Just spell it out. Hormone replacement therapy. Do hormone replacement therapy for men and women. Testosterone replacement therapy for men. Testosterone replacement therapy, estrogen, progesterone for women. Whatever. Spell it out.
Well, I took off the tirzepatide and semaglutide because of this whole compounding issue.
Just put GLP-1s.
That's what I did.
Parentheses, such as.
Okay.
Such as semaglutide. Parentheses, a compounded medication, comma, tirzepatide. Parentheses, a compounded medication. Parentheses.
But, well, if somebody wanted to ever throw us under the bus, wouldn't they be like, what providers are giving compounded tirzepatide? Couldn't they search us? I saw this in the elite group too. And I was like, what the heck am I going to change this to? Because some people are scared that, they're going to have litigation because you're a provider still doing compounded tirzepatide.
Okay, so the elite NP group, you heard people say that, they're coming after people who are, using compounded medications, right? Okay, have you seen the ads for Hims and Hers on Facebook or Instagram or whatever?
I have not, but I've had patients just last night at an event tell me, oh yeah, I'm on her. They charge a lot of money and there's no management. I was surprised.
Yeah, that's just basically a pill mill. So their ads on Facebook and Google and stuff says semaglutide, parentheses, a compounded medication, parentheses. If that's good enough for them, it's good enough for you.
Okay.
They are $1 billion company. And you better believe that they've had lawyers review this stuff. If that's good enough for them, it's good enough for your little rinky dink practice.
Okay.
Put that on your website. It's fine. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
Now, obviously I can't give you a guarantee, right? But I'm just letting you know that's what they're doing. And if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So just go ahead and put that on your website. All right. This will help.
Okay.
Okay. And then put hormone replacement therapy, testosterone replacement therapy, women's testosterone, progesterone, whatever. Okay. Spell this out and then make sure on your Google business listing it says, your name, weight loss, and hormone replacement therapy. Okay. Make it as
Okay.
clear as possible for people. If you do that, you'll get more patients. I guarantee it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So just do that. This will work and you'll get more patients through the door. I guarantee you will. Now, doing those two little things right there will give you more patients. In terms of paying for some more paid advertisements, your clinic is very, very lean right now. It's not really paying for itself. It's the income coming in is not really paying for the bills. So if it was me, I don't think I'd waste a whole lot of money marketing right now. What you need to do, you need to get as many Google reviews as you possibly can. Do you have any Google reviews right now?
Yeah, I have 21 of them. Every single of my patients have commented. But see, that's actually what I've been doing. So at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna pay because I can invest. Because I remember when I took your classes too, you're like, okay, a good 2K in marketing. You're gonna pay the most or whatever in the start, blah, 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 right? So I did all that in the beginning, but now that's when I stopped and I'm like, this is not doing anything for me. I'm just wasting money. So I did like one Facebook marketing ad or two paid just to see how that would work. And I didn't like that. And then now I've been doing my own reels and stuff because everybody's on Facebook, Instagram. But I was like, I didn't care about this SEO stuff. But I did know that when I had a Google ad, that at least I would pop up, even though it wasn't showing all of my line items. So when I paid that marketer to do whatever, at least when they would Google something, I forgot some of the words they use, the keywords, I would at least show up. But now, of course, my computer, I have an Apple or whatever, it's going to save the history when I Google myself. But now when I Google myself on other people's things, it's like I'm at the very bottom. So I was like, I need to figure out or think about this SEO stuff. So I actually got your class on marketing. I paid for that, but I haven't gotten to where, like, I guess if you could tell me where I can go to get information to do my own SEO, because it seems like it's doable myself, but some people say, okay, your website has to be connected to be able to do SEO. And see, my website, it looks great. I think I'm proud of it. I did it all myself, but it's GoDaddy. And so it's like, even GoDaddy, I have the premium one. There is a part in there where you can do SEO. And I tried to start doing that with my website, but some of the keywords, it's like, it didn't match. I don't know. I just gave up on that. So basically, my point is obviously you're correct. I don't have, I mean, I do have money, but I'm not trying to burn through it. I just want to now feel like I need to be educated or learn how to start doing this marketing stuff myself to where at least people look me up. And because I'm in a very profitable area, there's a ton of disposable income where I am right now. It's just nobody knows I'm here. And of course, like you said, the location isn't good. I'm definitely gonna get out of here when my lease is up.
Okay, so let's tackle this SEO thing. Okay, so first and foremost, when someone searches for weight loss clinic near me or hormone replacement therapy or testosterone clinic or whatever, all right, very rarely do people actually scroll down the actual like page of results. They're going to look at what the Google Maps shows them. Okay,
Okay.
that's what they're going to look at. And that's when they see your Google business listing. And you will rank higher on that if you have lots and lots of reviews. I've used this analogy before with other people. I mean, imagine you go to a new city on vacation and you want to go to a new restaurant and you look up, I don't know, a sushi place. Are you going to the sushi place that's rated 3.5 or are you going to the sushi place rated 4.8?
Well, the higher one.
Correct,
I
right?
mean, I have 5 stars for everybody, but I always like my reviews. There's only 22 of them.
Correct. Yeah,
I
exactly.
guess,
Yeah, but there's only 22, right? Are you going to go to
yeah,
the sushi restaurant that has 20 reviews at a 4.8, or are you going to go to the sushi restaurant that has a rating of 4.7 that has 2,000 reviews?
the bigger one, of course.
Correct, right? There's no difference between that and this. None, zero. So you need to get as many reviews as you possibly can. Friends, family, whatever. Put as many
Okay.
reviews as you possibly can on there. Okay. Just do it. That will help.
Okay.
And then every single patient that comes through your door, you ask them to leave a 5-star Google review. In exchange, you give them a free B12 shot or something.
Okay.
Okay. Your goal as a business owner is to have that Google business listing shine and have as many reviews as you possibly can on there that are 5 stars or better. That is your goal. With my men's health clinic, my second men's health clinic, in the last 3 to 4 months, we have put a significant amount of effort into getting as many reviews as we possibly can. Okay. We have given so many bottles of Viagra and Tadalafil to our patients in exchange for a 5-star review. We went
Oh,
from
wow.
like, yeah. We went from like 40 or, I mean, whatever, it works. So we, yeah, no, I know it's ridiculous, but it
That's
works.
hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, here you go. Here's a free ball of Viagra. Give us a 5-star review, whatever. And so we went from like 40 or 50 5-star reviews to 100. And I'm not joking you, the amount of calls that we have gotten has doubled or tripled. Okay. It makes that much of a difference.
All right. I hope everyone's enjoying the episode so far. I just wanted to take a quick break to thank everyone listening and also give a big thank you to all of my social media followers and email subscribers. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to our email list at www.elitenp.com and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Email subscribers will receive updates on new weekly podcast episodes, multiple weekly articles we publish, new courses, and everything else related to helping you succeed. Remember, all elite nurse practitioner courses are designed to help you build a niche practice, increase your financial strength, and to break free from the rat race. If I can break free and that other countless nurse practitioners can break free, then so can you. Additionally, please share this podcast with your other nurse practitioner sisters and brothers out there. The more NPs that venture out on their own, the stronger our profession will become. Now, let's get back to the episode.
So you do these two things. Now, in terms of an SEO standpoint on your website, all SEO is having a lot of content on your website with lots of keywords. Your
Okay.
goal is to start putting as many articles on your website as possible that talk about weight loss, hormone replacement therapy, vitamin injections, whatever. Use ChatGPT to
Oh.
just generate some articles for you and throw them on there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. That's pretty much it. Now, you have a personal story for weight loss. You've been there, you've lost 50 pounds. You have a story that can resonate with other people. What you need to do is you need to record a video of yourself. Okay. Get some makeup on, look really nice, and have a nice background. Get in front of your iPhone or your Android or whatever. Set it up so it's a nice video, and you sit there and you tell your patients and the world your personal story of losing weight and why it has become a personal passion of yours to help other people lose weight. This video should be 5 to 10 minutes long. Post it on YouTube. You're probably not gonna get a whole lot of views, but make sure you integrate that video into your website. So when they land on your website, okay, the first thing they see is your logo, your name, what is it you do. As soon as they scroll down, your video is there and it's your personal story. People will sit there and watch that and they will instantly start trusting you and you have credibility now. And then you post articles 2 or 3 times a week. Just use ChatGPT, 500 to 1,000 words talking about the benefits of semaglutide, the benefits of Contrave or phentermine or whatever. The benefits of a B12 injection, the benefits of NAD plus, blah, 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 blah. Just sit there and just put as many articles as you possibly can on your website.
Okay.
All of this stuff that I'm telling you is basically free and it
Okay.
will work.
Okay. Yeah. So I actually have been approached too by there's a city they have a show, a weekly show for our city, right? Somebody asked me to do a podcast with them. It's once a week for a month. And that's where I'll get to talk obviously about the business. But yes, I have been wanting to do a video. But see, all the things that I've been doing where I'm talking and doing these like articles and stuff, it's been on my Facebook page. So you're saying too, it's better to obviously put it on the website.
Put it on the website too. Put it on both.
Okay.
Yeah, your job is to put that content out there as much as you possibly can, everywhere you can.
Okay.
Okay. Your Instagram, your Facebook, your YouTube, your website, whatever. Throw it out there as much as you possibly can because you have no idea who might find you where.
Okay.
All of this
I
is
get
free.
okay.
You don't need to do this podcast for the city or whatever. I mean, how many people actually listen to that? Probably not very many.
Okay.
Probably gonna be a waste of your time. If anything, what I would do is do all those things. Okay. Give it a month and just see what happens.
Okay.
Just be patient and see what happens. Okay. You will get more patients. I guarantee you will. The patients that you have, create a loyalty program or a referral program and start offering them 10, 20% off their next month for paying referrals.
Okay.
All right. That's pretty much free. You lose a little bit of income, but whatever. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say leave it at that. If you want to, maybe throw a billboard up somewhere. All right. Maybe do a couple more Google ads if you want to, but honestly, I would say just stick with that. Maybe get a billboard and leave it at that for the time being.
Gotcha.
Do that for 2 or 3 months. You'll get patients.
So yeah, and so actually in the last 2 months is when I've really gotten more people like more exposure. Like everybody that I have right now or that have seen me has been from word of mouth referral. But and I since I am downtown, it's because this is a busy area. It just sucks because I don't have like something on the building saying I'm in here. And so there's a girl that always tells me because she's part of this 063 Studios where they're making the TV show and whatever. She's like, nobody knows you're there. But now that the people have come in, I feel like once I get busier, because I am passionate, like for example, I just had somebody come in 2 hours ago for an injection, just for a vitamin D injection. But of course, she brought all her hormone stuff, right? And she even showed me labs on the thing. So it sucks because obviously I don't have employees right now to just give an injection. So it's kind of like, of course, I take a little bit of the time to talk to them. And I have two other people. I have a 80-year-old woman that comes in for an injection and she breathes, and literally they'll start asking me all this medical stuff. And I don't know. I get, maybe obviously I'm too nice and caring, but I try to stop it. Like I'll just be like, well, go back to your hormone provider, talk to them instead. You don't like the sticky testosterone on your legs, talk to them about injections, it's difficult. But all the people that I've been seeing that have started with a program with me, like testosterone, weight loss, my pricing, like I did my hormone pricing based off of kind of what you talked about that you started for yours. So like for my guys, I was looking, it's $230 for their initial consult, the full physical, and includes the blood, right? But then that doesn't include the testosterone. Once the blood results come back, then I charge $150. That goes over the blood results, like their follow up, and then that includes the medicine plus the shipping. But if I find something like, okay, I found out this guy is new onset high blood pressure. I mean, his is in the 160s, 70s, but he's dipping all day. I put him on blood pressure medicine. So of course, a month later, he's like, I'm out of meds, right? And so like, yeah, I charged him a follow-up visit, but it's kind of like people are like, oh, that's all I need to pay. Or, like with my weight loss people, the new ones that start with me, I just do a weekly check-in, like virtually or if they swing by real quick, but I'm not charging for that. Then I have some that are already gotten to like maintenance, not maintenance, but they only see me once a month. but still I talk to them basically when they're reordering the medicine. But I've had some people really like, should I not be paying you? And so it's like, now I don't know how to rearrange fees if I'm still in the process of trying to find people.
You're complicating this. It needs to be just a monthly thing. You call it at that. And
So
within that monthly fee includes visits and everything. Okay. Like, $230 for the initial visit for Men's Health. And that includes labs. Are you making
yes.
any money at all on that visit?
So I calculated that myself and I use Access. And so let me
Yeah,
pull it up.
okay. So you're making about $100, right?
Yeah.
Give or take. Yeah. Okay. Do not include labs. Labs are separate. Okay. $230 for the first visit, and that includes the first month. Then after that, it's $150 a month. And that includes the visits and the testosterone. That's it. It's that simple.
Yeah. But what if when I need to do follow-up visits?
So it's just
Like, I mean, follow-up labs.
they pay for it. It's a separate fee.
Okay. I guess it's my first initial one that's messed up then because I have that. I have 150 for follow-up meds. And then when I need to do follow-up labs,
No, no,
it's
no, no.
125. Oh,
150 for follow up. You follow up with them how often?
so okay. So the guy, women and men, I do the first initial. That's 230, but that included the labs. Then when they're ready to order medicine, it's 150, and that includes the visit at the time or whatever, and the medicine and shipping. Then when I'm like, okay, it's 8 weeks, we need labs, it's 125, and that includes the visit. But I don't do a full panel like the initial male hormone complete. I'm just checking the things I need.
You're losing out on so much money here by doing this.
I know that's why I need your help.
Listen to me. Scrap it. Scrap what you're
Okay.
doing. Totally scrap it. Okay. Don't do any of that. Do not bill for each visit. Do not bill for don't. No, 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 no. Okay. 230 for the initial visit. First month of treatment's included in it. Then it's $150 a month. And that includes visits and testosterone. And that's it. If you're seeing them every 3 or 4 or 5, 6 months, it doesn't matter. It's $150 a month. It makes no difference. That's the price. And then for lab work, it's separate. You can pay cash for your lab work or you can use your insurance.
Okay.
That's it. That's your pricing. Do not deviate from this. That is your pricing. And within that $150 a month, if someone has high blood pressure, manage it for them. It takes you 5 minutes. Big deal. I do that all the time. I put people on statins and blood pressure medication stuff all the time. I don't charge them for that because they're paying me
Okay.
$150 a month.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. That's it. Same thing with women. It's the exact same pricing structure, exact same thing. Weight loss, it's the exact same thing. Initial visit
Well,
includes first month, and then you charge them monthly.
I think my weight loss one is the one that's really messed up, actually.
What's your weight loss? Let's
Um,
hear it.
so it's 275, but obviously I do treatment plan for them. So I'm putting more work into it than obviously testosterone. Like I put in the treatment plan, like on Canva, like all the things that I found in the labs that need to be changed, like ways to change it because of food, dietary, whatever. And then obviously the working out or whatever. So it takes me time. So the 275 includes the treatment plan, plus it includes the labs, right? That's their first initial physical and everything. Then medicine is separate. So beginning before all this compounding mess happened with tirzepatide, I had each vial size, what I charge for a vial on the thing. For example, 1 mil semaglutide, I charge 150, right? Or 1 mil of tirzepatide, I was charging 200 and something. Well, that's just for medicine. But then I'm not I'm wasting time because some of these people I'm talking to weekly and they only paid me for the medicine. And some of them, and that's where I was at too. I really struggled. I needed to talk to somebody a lot. And so I tried to do like a membership thing where I'm like, okay, here's 3 months. It's $1,500. You could talk to me whenever you want through the portal, whatever. I might not get back right away. It's unlimited, that's going to include some of your medicine based off of the vial size, whatever. Nobody went that way. Everybody wants to go per vial, and everything's separated, right? Or oral medication, I save from $90 because I'm getting compounded medicine, right? My issue, I feel like, is the time. Like, some patients, they'll come talk to me, and it's the time is important. Everybody says you're gonna not be able to do this when you get really busy. But then obviously, I guess because I'm giving enough, people are feeling like that's it. That's all I have to pay you. Like, that's all, and so that's why I know I have to change it up. People are asking me, but I just don't know how to do it without feeling like, because of course I've had some people tell me, well, like, that's too expensive, or you don't take insurance, or so
Listen,
it
this is completely normal.
okay.
Every single person listening to this who started a practice is probably just shaking their head and being like, yep, this is normal. You'll have people that bitch and complain that you don't take insurance or that your prices are too much. And this is my response: fuck them. There's people who will pay you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're being too nice. Right. You're being too nice. This is the price. If you don't like it, go pound sand and go somewhere else because you're not going to find it cheaper. All right. $150 a month or $140 a month for hormone replacement therapy that includes visits and meds is pretty cheap compared to most other places. All right. Weight loss, you charge $250 a month or $300 a month, and that includes the GLP-1, the visits, a B12 injection. It includes everything. That's it. That's the price.
Okay. So
That's
I need
it.
to change this for monthly. I need to put on here, and okay.
That's it. And everything is included in that price except for the labs. Charge separately for those or let them use their insurance for blood work. If they want to use their insurance
Got
for blood work, you write them an order and you tell them to go whatever lab they want to. I don't really care what lab you go to. It doesn't matter. You put some diagnosis codes on the order, you give it the order, you can go to LabCorp, you can go wherever you want. They bill the insurance, they deal with the insurance. It's not your problem. You get the results in a week.
Okay. Gotcha.
If they want to pay cash, this is the cash price for the blood work. Typically, it should be about double about what you're being charged from Access.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I
That's it.
wasn't. I I didn't know what to try because some of them charge, but some of them I'm ordering as individual fees, but like they weren't part of the panels that we have. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know it was that. Like, these insurances and LabCorp, they make a ton.
They make a
Like, they
lot of
charge a
money.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I'm just like, what am
So
I gonna?
So, you can be reasonable with the labs if you want. You don't have to make that much of a profit off of it. I mean, if the lab panel from Access costs you $100, you can charge 150. If the follow-up lab work costs you 50, charge 75. You don't have to make that much money off of it, okay? You're making the
Okay,
money off the monthly bill. That's where you're making your money. But when you determine your pricing here, you need to make sure that you are making at least double of what you are being charged from the pharmacy. So if a vial of semaglutide costs you $100 and that lasts the patient a month, you need to be charging $200 a month, okay? But just figure out the math on the pricing that you're getting from the compounding pharmacies and make sure that you are making a profit off of every single patient. Minimum profit of $120 a month. Minimum profit off
okay,
each patient. So for hormone replacement therapy, that comes out to be about $140 to $150 a month is what you charge the patient, and you make about $120 profit.
okay,
Okay. Simplify this and you call it at that. It's called concierge medicine. Included in that price, all your visits, all the supplies, and the medication. And if you need blood pressure medication, I got no problem treating it for you because you're paying me monthly.
yeah,
Just do
gotcha.
that. That's what you do. Do not deviate from that. If someone calls and they don't like it, they can go somewhere else, but they're probably not going to find it cheaper. You need to call around to all your competitors in the area and you need to see what they're charging. And you need to undercut them by 10 or 20%, but just make sure that you're still making that profit of about $120 a month.
So I did do that in the beginning. I called around on all these. They're charging literally. One of the girls told me, like, how are you getting it so cheap? They're asking me about the medicine. And I'm like, I just told them, I was like, honestly, I I was like, well, I'm not really getting paid for my services. That's what I told them.
So,
Like,
so that tells you that everyone else is charging a lot more money.
yes, and that's why I'm
Okay.
like, oh my gosh,
So you
like,
undercut it and you basically charge what I basically told you. And you will start getting a lot more patients because what you're charging is a lot more affordable and people will come to you.
okay.
Okay. Do not complicate this and do not ask me any more questions about it. That's it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you.
Okay. Like, do not complicate this. It's not complicated. That's the pricing. That's it. There's no deviation from that. There's no exceptions. That's it. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome. Now, the vitamin injections, that on the other hand, you can charge per vitamin injection if you want to, because that's not really a service. That's not really something that really takes a lot of your time, right?
Yeah.
Vitamin D
Mm-hmm.
injections, $50 or whatever it is. Okay. You can just charge whatever for that. That's okay. But your baseline services, your weight loss and your hormone replacement therapy, it is a monthly fee concierge medicine, includes the meds, includes the visits, includes the supplies. And you know what? Throw free B12 injections into it too, because that shit doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just leave it at that.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right.
Thank
All right.
you so much.
All right. You're welcome. I think you're just complicating stuff. And I think that you're letting people kind of walk all over you to an extent. Don't let these patients walk all over you. This is a business at the end of the day. Okay. This isn't charity. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is costing you money to do. This is costing you your time. It is a business. Treat it like a business. If you want to do charity work, you go do charity work. This isn't charity. This is costing money out of your pocket to keep this, to keep the doors open. You got to make some money to make it worth your while.
Okay. I
All right.
see what you mean.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions?
No, I appreciate it. I definitely look forward. I took today off because I'm going to implement all this stuff now.
Do it. By the end of today, your Google business listing should be fixed. Your website should be fixed. And all of your pricing and everything should be fixed by the end of this day. This shouldn't take you
Yep.
more than 4 hours.
Yep. I'm
Get
going
it
to
done.
start working on it.
Okay. All right. Beautiful.
Thank
All right,
you
listen.
so much.
All right. You're welcome. All right. Well, I like to end the episode with you asking me a question. You have a question for me? You know, a personal question or a curiosity, anything like that?
Yeah. I guess a personal question. What made you choose to, didn't you live somewhere else before you moved to Colorado? Like, didn't you just recently move to Colorado or something like that? Or,
Correct. Yeah. So I moved to Colorado Springs about 3 months ago. So
okay.
I was living in New Mexico at the time. I was just sick of the desert. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, and I don't know, I'm pretty wealthy now. And so like, I was like, I'm going to live somewhere nice.
Where are you from? You're not from New Mexico, right? Or are you from, would you say you grew up in?
I grew up in like Tennessee, North Carolina.
Okay. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And I moved out to New Mexico for work, 6, 7 years ago, or whatever it was, and kind of stayed there for a while. And now I don't need to be there anymore. Like my men's health clinics and stuff, they just run themselves. I don't need to be there anymore. So I decided to
Yeah.
pack the bags up and move up to Colorado Springs. And
My sister was stationed there, so yeah, it's kind of nice there.
it's nice. It's a nice area. I like it. I'm digging it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a pretty avid fly fisherman, and so it allows me to kind of go out and fly fish and hike and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw you were out there in the cold. What?
Oh,
In the water?
on my Instagram
Or
my
something like that, or on Facebook, and I was like, what the heck? How are you going to catch fish out there?
Yeah. Well, my Instagram, for anyone wanting to know, is just Justin Allen Montgomery. But yeah, that was honestly, that was really stupid.
I was surprised you did that. But
Yeah, me and a buddy, we decided to drive up, about an hour and a half, 2 hours in the mountains. And the forecast in Colorado Springs, it was supposed to be in like the 40s. Well, we were at about 10,000 feet of elevation where we were fishing. And
way colder.
it was -7 degrees outside.
Oh my gosh.
And so we get out there and I'm just like, and I forgot my gloves. And
oh my goodness.
So I'm out there fishing and I'm like, what the hell are we doing out here? Like, this is just stupid. Like, what are we doing out here? We're going to catch any fish. Like,
yeah.
And like,
that was...
yeah, the creek that we were fishing comes out of a lake. And so the creek water was warmer than the air. And so the creek water was about 40 degrees and it's -7 degrees in the air. and I would literally dip my fingers in the creek. The creek's 40 degrees and it felt like bath water. It was that cold outside. So I would dip my fingers in it to warm my fingers up.
That is so insane.
Yeah, it was pretty. I won't do that again.
I was like, man, he's just going to catch a cold. He's not going to catch a fish.
Yeah, I developed kind of a reactive bronchitis from that. I had a nasty cough.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I truly appreciate it. And you're an inspiration, I'm sure you know, to everybody. So, but thank you again.
I appreciate it. You got my email. So if you need, have any questions or whatever, just shoot me an email. Okay.
All righty. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
I hope everyone enjoyed the episode with Amanda. She's struggling with her business right now, right? Like, she's not really making a whole lot of money. She's having a pretty difficult time getting patients in the door. I think that she's just kind of her worst enemy here. She's overcomplicating things. And, listen, this is completely normal. A lot of people do this. I would say probably the majority of people do this, especially in the initial startup phase. She just needs to simplify things. She needs to change her pricing to something very, very basic. She needs to stop being so nice to people, all right? At the end of the day, this is a business. You need to make money to keep the doors open, okay? You cannot be too nice. This is your pricing, and this is what it is. If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else, all right? So you have to be firm and focus on the stuff that's free from a marketing standpoint. Your Google business listing, your website, getting reviews. This stuff is free. Make sure it is optimized, all right? All right, hope everyone enjoys this episode. Talk to you guys later. Thanks, bye. Thank you for listening to the show. Quick legal disclaimer. The content of this podcast is meant for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be used as legal, financial, medical, regulatory, or practice-specific advice. For information pertaining to your specific legal, financial, medical, or practice-specific needs, please be sure to consult with your lawyer, CPA, medical director, and/or your state's practice laws and the most up-to-date clinical guidelines. As always, do your due diligence when it comes to any information found online and in podcasts. The content in this podcast is copyrighted by Galaxy Medical Southwest 2023 and cannot be duplicated, rebroadcasted, or reproduced without our written permission.